Good afternoon, Namaste, and Jai Swaminarayan. Welcome to this special occasion at the BAPS Shri Swaminarayan Mandir as we gather here today during the historic meeting between the Right Honorable Justin Trudeau, our Prime Minister of Canada, and His Holiness Mahant Swami Maharaj, the worldwide spiritual leader of the BAPS Swaminarayan Sanstha. Mahant Swami Maharaj is the successor of Pramukh Swami Maharaj, who gifted Canada with this magnificent mandir. During his current visit, His Holiness Mahant Swami Maharaj has commenced a year-long celebration of 50 years of BAPS community service in Canada, symbolizing 5 decades of volunteerism, faith, and positive impact in Canadian society. You may wonder, why is this meeting being called historic? This is not the first time that our Prime Minister has met His Holiness Mahant Swami Maharaj. In fact, they met right here in 2017 during the 10th anniversary celebration of this mandir. And the Prime Minister also visited BAPS Swaminarayan Akshardham in Gandhinagar, Gujarat in 2018 with his family. However, today's meeting is historic because the Trudeau family has been witness to the remarkable growth of BAPS in Canada since its inception in 1974. The journey of BAPS in Canada commenced with when His Holiness Pramukh Swami Maharaj first visited this country in 1974, coinciding with the tenure of Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau. He witnessed the humble beginnings of BAPS at that time, and Pramukh Swami Maharaj prayed and sent blessings for the Prime Minister for the happiness and prosperity of all Canadians. Today, 50 years later, as BAPS has now become a well-regarded mainstream charitable organization serving individuals, families, and communities across the country, inspiring values of faith, harmony, and community service. Today, our nation's Prime Minister is none other than the Right Honorable Justin Trudeau, following in his father's footsteps. Likewise, our Prime Minister today has received the blessings of His Holiness Mahant Swami Maharaj for the prosperity and well-being of our nation and for all Canadians, and he becomes witness to the next 50 years and beyond of BAPS community services in Canada. Prime Minister, we are honored by your presence here today, and in accordance with our tradition, we will now request Swami Gnanpriya Das, a revered senior Swami of BAPS, to welcome Prime Minister Trudeau with a garland symbolizing our deep respect and warm reception. Now, with great anticipation, we invite Prime Minister Trudeau up to the podium to address the esteemed gathering of the community and leaders on this very special occasion. Please put your hands together for Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
Namaste. Good afternoon. Bonjour. Thank you to BAPS Mandir community for welcoming me here today. It was an honor to meet with His Holiness Mahant Swami Maharaj once again, and for him to be here in Canada for this 50th anniversary of BAPS in Canada. I know you had a wonderful celebration this weekend. I was sorry to miss it, but I'm very, very happy to be here today to mark this important occasion. You know, for 50 years, this community has been an incredibly important part of the GTA and of the Canadian family. You are devoted to the ideas of peace, of charity, of prosperity. These are values that we all share, from coast to coast to coast. They're values that our government brings to work every single day. It's why we've worked so hard to build an economy that works for all Canadians. We know these are challenging times. Even as inflation is coming down, things are still difficult, stretching family budgets. So we've put in place supports for families across the country. We've supported Canada and Canadians through the Canada Child Benefit and our plan for $10 a day childcare. I actually got to sit down with families in Mississauga this morning to talk about the impact that childcare and family supports are having, particularly on mothers, and on making sure that we're able to continue to grow and prosper as communities, and give kids the best start in life. We're making sure there are important supports for seniors that continue to keep up with inflation, from the GIS to the CPP. We're eliminating interest on student loans and increasing them to make post-secondary education more affordable for our young people, because we know we have to continue to invest in the brightest possible future for young people from this community and from all communities to be able to continue to shape a positive view of the country. But recognizing that times are tough right now, next week, a grocery rebate will be going out to 11 million Canadians. A family with 2 kids could get up to $467. And seniors could get up to $234. Times are tough, and we will be there to continue to support. Ce sont juste quelques exemples de tout ce qu'on fait pour soutenir la classe moyenne et ceux qui travaillent fort pour s'y joindre. We've been working to reduce poverty, and our programs have helped lift over 600,000 children out of poverty over the past 7 years. And last week, we passed a law that paves the way for a Canada Disability Benefit that will help lift people with disabilities out of poverty and into opportunity. Our government is there for people, so you can be there for each other. I know you've all worked very hard to create a sense of belonging, and I want to reassure you all that for every Canadian, no matter where they pray, or how they pray, or who they're from, that you know you are safe and you belong here in Canada. We know there are difficult times, and we still see racism and prejudice out there. But we've put in place a security infrastructure program to help places of worship get supports to keep you safe. Just today, our government announced a new intake for the security infrastructure program, which will make it easier for communities like this one to apply to be able to ensure that all of your community remains safe. Vous contribuez énormément dans vos communautés et à travers le Canada, et on va continuer notre travail pour que vous puissiez être en sécurité. But really today, I'm here to say thank you. Thank you to all of you for 50 years of extraordinary service. And when I say thank you, I don't just say thank you to BAPS for having been such a source of resources, of community, and of solace to the Hindu community, although that obviously is a part of it. But I say thank you on behalf of 40 million Canadians who have seen their lives deeply enriched, not just by the hard work and the prosperity built by this community, but by the richness of culture, of history, of stories, of celebrations, of so many ways that this community contributes beyond its community to the everyday lives of Canadians. We are a country that figured out a long time ago, although not without challenges and setbacks, that where in some parts of the world we see examples of differences being a source of weaknesses or rifts, Canada, and specifically Canadians, have figured out how to make differences a source of strength. When we look around us at the natural world, and we look around us to learn from history, we see that resilience to shocks, to crises, to challenges, comes not when you put all your eggs in one basket, but when you are open and ready to learn from each other, when you have people from all different backgrounds and all different stories coming together to build a larger community in which everyone can succeed. Depending on the crisis, whether it be a pandemic or an economic crisis or climate change or anything else. Having different perspectives and different voices to enrich the solutions we bring, to respond to fresh new challenges, is essential for us all to succeed. And as I spoke with His Holiness earlier, he emphasized the heart of his teachings, the heart of this community's teachings, which is around unity. Well, we all know that unity, real unity, is easy when everyone looks the same and thinks the same. But it is so much more powerful when we are united across differences, aligned on building a stronger future for everyone, aligned in rolling up our sleeves and doing the hard work, even when times are tough, especially when times are tough. This country, over the past 50 years, since my father was Prime Minister in the early 70s, has changed in many, many ways, has faced different and deep challenges. But every step of the way, we have overcome those challenges best when we were there for each other, when we leaned on each other, and when we learned from each other. And as we look at the world today, where the challenges of divisions and differences are amplified and exacerbated through social media, through everything that surrounds us, it is all the more important that as Canadians, we remember who we are, that we are there for each other, that we believe in each other, that we look forward to learning from each other, and that way, when we truly embrace the unity that comes from a shared purpose across diversity, that is how we build the kind of future for our kids and grandkids that we know they deserve. So thank you for 50 years of commitment to this country and commitment to the values that drive us all forward. Merci beaucoup, mes amis. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister Trudeau, for sharing your wonderful insight, your wisdom, and your words of congratulations for the community. BAPS has grown up over the last 50 years along with you in Canada, and we look forward to our continuing our journey together for the next 50 years and beyond. Thank you for joining us, and we wish you all the best until we meet again. The Prime Minister will now be departing for his next engagement. We will all remain seated and wish him well with our applause and warm wishes as he departs. We also thank all of our esteemed guests for gracing us here today on this special occasion. We thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Jai Swaminarayan. Good afternoon.